Alright guys, welcome to Module 3, Lesson 11, Math Notes. So in your packet that your parent picked up or that was dropped off to you, you guys have your math notebook. Please do me a favor and make sure you are following along with your math notebook while I'm going through these videos. So just like we would be in class, you guys are going over this on your math notebook together. So we are Lesson 11, so you are on your next clean page. Our warm-up, I'm not going to make you guys write down the story problem, but I do want you to write down Lesson 11 and warm-up. And I'm going to read the story problem to you, and then the work that I do down below, I do want you guys writing down what I'm going to be writing down to solve the problem. The beauty of this is if I go too fast, you can hit pause and get caught up and then hit play when you're ready to go. Alright, so our math warm-up problem today is Elena took Olivia to the movies. She spent 2/5 of her money on a ticket and 3/7 of her money on candy. Now there's a little typo here. It should say how much of her money did she spend? So we don't want to know necessarily how much because we don't know how much she had to start off with, but we want to know how much of her money did she spend. So she started off with the whole amount of money. She spent 2/5 of it on a ticket and 3/7 of it on candy. What do I need to do with those two fractions in order to figure out how much of her overall money did she spend? I want you guys to try this one on your own for the warm-up, and then when you are hit pause, solve it out. When you are ready for me to go over the answer, you're going to hit play. Alright, hopefully you guys had a chance to solve that problem out on your own. So I know that if she had 2/5 of her money spent on a ticket and 3/7 of her money spent on candy, to figure out how much she spent all of her money altogether, I'm going to need to add those two fractions. So I'm going to add my 2/5 and my 3/7. So I'm going to do 2/5 plus 3/7. Now to solve this, I'm going to do butterfly method because my denominators are not like, they are unlike denominators. So starting off with the butt of my butterfly, I've got 5 and 7. It's going to give me 35. 35. The left wing, I always do the left wing first. 2 and 7 is going to give me 14. Now my right wing is going to get me 5 and 3. So 5 and 3 is going to get me 15. Never forget the body of my butterfly because that's what operation it's telling me to do. There's my butterfly. Add, add. Well, I know that my denominator is going to stay 35 since my two denominators here are like, so it's going to be 35. 14 plus 15 is going to give me 19, and that is not an improper fraction. My numerator is smaller than my denominator, and I cannot reduce that. 19 and 35 do not share. Excuse me, guys. Whenever I record videos, the yawns creep up on me. 19 over 35 do not share a common factor, so my answer is 19/35 of Elena's money was spent on her night at the movies. Alright, scrolling down to our concept development today. Today we are going to be, I do want you guys to write this down for me, please. Today we are going to be working on subtracting fractions and subtracting mixed numbers, and I told you guys this is hard. This is not easy, this is going to take some time, and this is hard. It's not like big sibling, little sibling. That only works for adding. So make sure you know that big sibling, little sibling is not going to work with our lesson today. Okay? So I'm going to start off with my two fractions here, 1/3 and 1/5. I'm going to go ahead and do the butterfly method because my denominators are different. So I'm going to start with the butt of the butterfly. I've got 3 and 5, which is going to give me 15. 15. Then I'm going to do the right wing of the butterfly. I'm sorry, left wing. I keep saying that wrong. 5. Then the right wing of the butterfly. 1 and 3, which is going to give me 3. Then I'm going to do the body of my butterfly. which is telling me it's subtraction. I know that 5 minus 3 is 2, and my denominator is going to stay 15. So my overall fraction is 2/15. Again, this is not something that I want you guys to work on by just watching me do this. I want you guys to be writing this down just like what we will be doing in class, okay? Again, for my butterfly method here, excuse me guys, I'm going to start with the butt of my butterfly. So 5 and 6 is going to get me 30. Then I'm going to do the left wing of my butterfly. 6 and 3 is going to give me 18. And then my right wing of my butterfly, 5 and 1 is going to get me 5. Always remember that body. Need to subtract. So my denominator is going to be 30. 18 minus 5 is 13. I'm sorry. So 13 over 30 is my answer there. Again, these are just review. We've done these before. We're just subtracting fractions with unlike denominators using the butterfly method. Now what we're doing, though, is we are going to be solving these mixed number subtraction problems. These are a challenge. These are not easy, guys. So I'm going to start by solving them out with you. Please write down number 3, 1 3/4 minus 3/5. I want you guys to write that down in your math notebook, please. Okay. To solve these ones, and this is not new, we've gone over this before, okay? But to solve these ones, we need to convert all of these mixed numbers into improper fractions. To do that, I multiply the whole number by the denominator. 1 times 4 is going to get me 4. Then I add my numerator. 4 plus 3 is going to get me 7. So I have 7 over 4 minus 3 over 5. I've just converted this into an improper fraction, and now I'm going to go through and I'm going to solve this out. Okay? Start with the butt of my butterfly. 4 and 5 is going to get me 20. Then I'm going to do the left wing. Again, you're writing all of this down with me. Then I'm going to get the left wing. 7 and 5 is going to get me 35. Then my right wing. 4 and 3 is going to get me 12. Okay. 35 minus 12. Well, 35 minus 10 is 25. Minus 2 more is 23. So I've got 23 over 20. Now this is an improper fraction because my numerator is larger than my denominator. So to convert that, forgot my 0 for my 20. So to convert this into a mixed number, I need to ask myself, how many times can 20 go into 23? Well, I know 20 can go into 23 one whole time. And then there's going to be 3 left over because one group of 20 is 20. 20 to 23 is a difference of 3. So my overall answer is going to be 1 3/20. Now I cannot reduce that because 3 and 20 do not share any common factors. All right, that is my subtraction of a mixed fraction from a mixed number. Now we're going to scroll out a little bit and we're going to do the next one. Again, I want you guys writing this down for me. This is number 4. Okay, this is 3 3/5 minus 2 1/2. 3 3/5 minus 2 1/2. To solve this out, let me move this a little bit here. To solve this out, I need to first convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions. To do that, I'm going to multiply my whole number by my denominator. 3 times 5 is 15. Then I need to add my numerator. 5 plus 3, or 15 plus 3 is going to be 18. So I've got 18 over 5. Again, you're writing this down with me. Minus 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So I have 5 over 2. equals. Okay? What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be now doing the butterfly method. Okay? So I'm going to do the butt of my butterfly, which is 5 and 2, which is going to get me 10. Then I'm going to do the right wing of my the left wing of my butterfly. Goodness, I keep saying the wrong one today. 18 times 2 gets me 36. Then the right wing of my butterfly, 5 and 5 gets me 25. 25. Then the body of my butterfly is going to get me subtraction. Here's my butterfly. 36 minus 25 is going to get me 11 over 10. Now I'm not quite done yet. I know that 10 can go into 11 one whole time. So one group of 10 is 10, and then 10 to 11 is 1 left over. So I've got 1 and 1/10. So that's my answer for number 4. Now I have number 5 that I need to solve. Number 5, again, I want you guys to be writing these down with me, please, and pause the video if you need to. I have 5 and 3/4 minus 3 and 1/6. Now the first step is to convert this into an improper fraction. To do that, I'm going to do 5 times 4, which is going to get me 20. 20 plus 3 is going to get me 23. So I've got 23 over 4 minus 3 times 6 is 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. So I've got 19 over 6 equals, boom, boom. All right, I'm now going to do butterfly method. 4 and 6 is going to get me 12. I'm sorry, 24. Don't know why I said 12. It's going to get me 24. Then I'm going to do the left wing, 6 times 23. Now, I don't know what that is, so I'm going to go over here on the side and do 23 times 6 to see what that gets me. Okay, you may have to do this a little bit, and that's okay. 6 times 3 is 18. Here's the 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. So I've got 138. So it's 138 minus 4 and 19. I don't know what 19 times 4 is, so I'm going to come over here and try it out. Okay. I know 4 times 9 is 36. Carry the 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. So I've got 76. And my body is telling me I need to subtract. Subtract. 138 minus 76. I don't know that off the top of my head, so I'm going to have to come over here and work on it. Math is messy. That is okay. Okay. 8 minus 6 is 2. Make this a 13. Make this a 0. 13, 10, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oops. So my overall final answer is going to be 62 over 24. But that is an improper fraction. I need to ask myself how many times 24 can go into 62. Well, I know it can go in there at least 2 times. 2 groups of 24 is going to get me, 2 groups of 24 is going to get me 48. 3 groups is going to get me 72, which is too much. So I know it can only go in there 2 whole times, which is 48. 48 up to 62 is going to give me 10, 11, 12. 12 left over 24. Now I can reduce that because they both are divisible by 2, but I know 12 can go into itself 1 time, and I know 12 can go into 24 2 times. So my final answer is 2 1/2. Now that was a long problem, guys. That one took some time. If you need to pause it or rewind it, please feel free to do it. These are your math notes for Module 3, Lesson 11. Please make sure you do the attached math worksheet that goes with this. All right, guys, if you have any questions, send me a message.